Well, let's stay with our top story. Baybars joins us from our studio in Istanbul. He is the founder of a fact-checking website. Baybars, when you look at the stats from the outcome of this vote and the breakdown, what's your take on it?
Hello. Yeah, as you said, it's a very narrow win for the campaign, the Yes campaign. And it looks like the debates and the talks about the nature and the healthiness of this referendum will be on the table for a while. So it's definitely one of the most important referendums in the Turkish history, and we will see the implications in the coming days.
And when you were assessing the claims by politicians during the referendum campaign, what was your conclusion?
Yeah, as Doğruluk Payı, we have been fact-checking the statements of politicians for the last 3 years, and this referendum cycle has been definitely a similar effort from our side. And we have fact-checked more than 100 statements in the referendum topics in this constitutional change, and what we saw was like nothing different than the previous election cycles, and the truthfulness of the statements were something between 25% and 30%, and it's a little bit, you know, weird when it comes to like the importance of informing the public, especially before this kind of an important public vote.
And you look at fact-checking claims by politicians around the world. How does Turkey compare on that front?
Yeah, I mean, we are a part of the International Fact-Checking Network, an umbrella organization for fact-checking organizations worldwide. And what we see, there is some sort of like similarity in terms of the scores of politicians, especially during the election cycles. And this is one of the highly debated topics in the American elections as well. And it is like not surprising that people are still voting based on their ideological and party-based affiliations rather than sticking to the truth. And this is probably one of the main challenges that fact-checking organizations worldwide are trying to tackle with.
And in terms of this particular campaign, the referendum result has given sweeping news to the Turkish president. Are you satisfied that the claims that were made during the campaign led to people making an informed decision about what they were doing?
I mean, especially in this referendum, we saw lots of references to the concept of truth and the concept of lying from different political actors, including the president, the prime minister, and the leader of the opposition party, and the other representatives of the yes and no campaigns. And the leaders try to convince their constituencies by blaming the opponent parties, opponent campaigners, as not people who are seeking the truth and misinforming the public. And this has been one of the decisive factors in terms of making people's opinions.
Okay, Baybars there joining us from Istanbul. Many thanks.